Hello there, this is Dan the Radio Man speaking here. You know something? A long time ago, back when I was in the 20s, like when I was actually around the year of 20 years old when I first reached 20 and lived out at Newbury with my mom and dad. Like, see, if you look on the map, like the road map in the Continental area, right by the Mrs. Gertjen's farm out in the country, where we're around the corner from, like going from Newbury to Wardville, making the left-hand turn, going to past the Mrs. Gertjen's farm. There's a there's a little graveyard right by the gravel road that leads right to, and turn on that gravel road leads you right to the Big Bend campsite. That's where my mom used to take me camping. Like, trouble with the Big Bend campground. Okay, hold on, it's not working. Okay. Like, the Big Bend campground didn't have no hydro when last time my mom took me camping there. You know something? It's kind of hard for any campers in the year 2015 to get Netflix at a Big Bend campground with no hydro, because you know what? They're better off watching DVD movies. It's kind of hard even to save movies on an MP4 file on a SD card. Like, they have to do it from at home at your Wi-Fi first before you go to take it to the campsite. Otherwise, like, it's kind of hard to any camper to get Netflix at a Big Bend campground. Not with a cell data service. It's a ripoff. It's cheaper to use the home Wi-Fi, and the campgrounds don't got no hydro. It's not even safe for any camper to camp at a Big Bend campground. Someone will put some signs up when the spring sprung, say no camping, it's not safe. They close down the Big Bend campground and sell the landscape and renovate, get rid of those old-fashioned outhouses. That campground's been there since the 18th century ago, when the Cowboys used to camp there years and years ago. Like, that's why there's no hydro at the Big Bend campsite. They should close it down, put a sign up, say no camping. It's not safe. Too many weirdos jump on a wooden beach up. Not even safe to sleep in a tent at a Big Bend campground with no hydro. Because you know what? You might get surprised in your sleep and find yourself see Jesus in heaven and wondering what happened. And then you go back and there's your dead body in the tent with adding a back door on your tent with a knife in your throat. Uh-oh. You're gone. I say it's not safe to sleep at a campground at a Big Bend campsite with no hydro, because they can't see in the dark except the flashlight, and the flashlight batteries don't even last. Good thing they invented a new one that are self-charged, like a shake-up one. You can get kits you can build your own, or a wind-up one, and a wind-up flashlight radio they had, that they don't need batteries than the old flashlight they used to have. And the new LED uses almost no electricity too on those self-charged flashlight they had. Like, I remember one time my mother got robbed blind when he decided to tag along with a tent trailer, camping out at Big Bend campsite, left to put up out in the Big Bend campground all summer. And my mother got robbed blind when my dad lost his flashlight. I had got my dad a fluorescent one. That's before the LED was invented. Like, it's better off sleeping in a camper trailer. Or, like, see, I think the Big Bend campground should have been, the landscape on the Big Bend campground should have been closed down and sold the landscape, like how many acre, and then renovate it and make it into a better campsite where people could pay their way in to camp, because it's not worth camping there for free. There's no such thing as free camping at a Big Bend campsite. And plus, it's not safe, because you might get surprised in your sleep when sleeping in a tent at night. That's the problem. There's too many weirdos.